many videos can I make without saying anything relevant? My name is JP, and I wonder who you are. Maybe I'll meet you one day, but I want you to recognize my face because I value that recognition. That's the only reason. And because when you recognize me later, you'll say, oh wow, I know that guy. And that's really important. For who, motherfucker? Is it important for you to recognize me? Maybe. Are you gonna learn something valuable from me? Only if you can get it out of me, get me to say it. I know it. I know what it is. It's a lot. It's a lot to say that it takes a vocabulary that I don't really possess, but I can learn. And just because I don't know how to say it with the right words doesn't mean I can't communicate it to you. Just by being around you. But through the phone, it's tough because there's no questions. What am I talking about? It's like, plants grow towards the sun. That's what they're taking that, they're aiming at it, and they're growing towards it. So if you put a little blocker in the way, that plant's gonna get creative and it's gonna grow around the blocker to get to the sun. Some people follow Christ, and they always follow Christ. Christ is the way and the light. Christ is king. He says, follow me. And a lot of people do. I don't have an opinion, but I'm just saying. Yeah, no opinion, because those things don't make sense to me, but these people follow Christ no matter what. What that looks like might be walking down the road to meet their friends for tomatoes, and a little bit of ya, because it makes them feel so good. Or maybe it just looks like, making dinner for your husband, or, waking your children up for school. Maybe it looks like, maybe it looks like driving your car, into the Grand Canyon for a picnic with Yogi Bear. It doesn't matter what it is, but if they're following Christ, it looks like a lot of different things. Sometimes following Christ means running to find him. And when you run towards Christ, it's amazing how you get better at running. You get better at picnicking with Yogi Bear when you do it for a different reason than just the thing. For example, examples are important. Storytelling. I know a guy named Jimmy. He has a real problem with crystal meth abuse, and he was taught by the internet, which isn't surprising because the internet can teach a lot. Whether it was human or AI generated content, I don't know. But the internet told him to, every time he gets high, run, jog, exercise. Associate the feeling associate the drug use with physical exercise. And once he started doing this, even just a little, just so barely, he barely even started. But the universe recognized his desire. And pretty soon the universe took away his car, took away his options, gave him a bike, gave him some fucking crystal meth and put him in the middle of nowhere. And he didn't really have a choice. He used the drug and he fucking biked for the next 12 hours. And then he did it the next day, and he did it the day after that. Did it for a lot of days in a row. And he said he would do anything to get that high again, including, and necessarily, extreme physical exercise for it, on it. And all of a sudden now, when I see him, motherfucker is so fit, and his mind is open so wide, and he talks so much about things that are fucking will blow your mind. I've gained so much knowledge from this man. His name's Jimmy. God, I value that. And people look down on crystal meth use, but he's a smart man, and he changed his world by continuing to chase what he loved, which was getting high on crystal meth. Man, that motherfucker can run. He learned to put the meth next to the thing he wanted, because he knew he was getting the meth, but he didn't want to just only get the meth. So he put his family over there, he put his finances over there, he put his relationships, his self-image, he put his health all by the meth that he knew he couldn't help get to get. He wanted to get it, he liked it, he loved it. And so when he learned to rearrange his life like that, everything fell in place. Everything he wanted was exactly where his drug of choice was, because he put it there. You're dreaming. Arrange it how you want. You are dreaming right now. Figure out what works for you and arrange it that way. You can pick things up and move them. You can even move people with the right words. Well, ideas are more important, I think. You think it hard enough and they see your thoughts. Try to talk about that with them. Therapeutic community, are these all medical professionals? Why can they hear me in my head? I don't know why. Well, I used to not know why, and I used to think that nobody ever would be allowed to know why. It's like just something that would be beyond me forever, and I would have to accept that. I can figure out how, and that's more relevant. But why? Nobody knows why. Turns out I am nobody, because the thing I learned was instead of seeking a why, to try and find why, you have to be the reason why. You know, I'm hungry. Why would I go get food right now? Like, why did I? I went and got food. Why did I? I did why. I am why. There's no other reason. I did that. Nobody did that but me. You know, me is selfish. Be the reason why things happen in your life. You need to be the reason why. Why did you hit it big? Why did you make a video? Why did you create that thing that you love? Why did you create that thing for someone else to love? Why? You're the reason why. Rearrange your dream, dude. Remember me? My name's JP. You're dreaming right now, and it's worth learning how to use it, to wake up, and vibrate, man. Find your people. They're there, but they're not all your people. Like recognizes like. If you didn't like that person, then don't go back. If you did, definitely go back and get what you want, man. You deserve that. Everybody does. And fuck the people that say it's wrong. Who is it wrong for? Who are they to decide? It's wrong for you. You know what's right and wrong, and if you don't, you're gonna learn. They should let you learn. Everybody should be more tolerant all the time. More tolerance, please. And if you don't want to be more tolerant, then what? I don't know. Go fly with some birds. Go eat a pigeon. I don't know. If you don't want to be more tolerant, then do what you want. Still, what the fuck do I know about your situation? You're dreaming, dog. Doggies want biscuits. Only. It's all they think about. They say, I want a biscuit. I want a biscuit. I want a biscuit. Where's my biscuit? Oh, there's master. Maybe he has a biscuit. It's the only thing a dog wants. Really easy to train that dog. That dog all of a sudden realizes he's a dog, and he realizes, God, I'm easy to train. I could just train myself. And he moves the biscuits over. I don't know. Maybe dog's not a good example. Jimmy was the best example, though. Got everything he ever wanted in life by continuing to do the things he wanted and chose. God gave us choices. He gave us the ability to pick what we want if we can. And we should. If we can't, we should figure out how to and learn it and visualize it. This is a dream, and the way it works is if you know how to do it, and you want to, you probably will. But if you can't see it in your head, that's a bad spot to be in. Figure out how to see it in your head. I can't get to the gas station if I can't, if I don't have the idea that the stairs are right there. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't know how to work the elevator, I better learn how, otherwise my options are very limited. You need to have light bulbs in your mind. You need to have ideas. I mean, that's the prison, is like the lack of ideas, original ones. You can't just regurgitate, cell phone content that you've consumed over your life, and I'm very guilty of that. A lot of people are, all of our ideas are kind of recycled or whatever, but those original ones that are relevant to your surroundings that you take in, those original relevant ideas that's the key to move on and get what you want, man. Like, how are you gonna, if you don't know that you have $6 in your wallet, then you can't use that to move forward. If you didn't know that, I don't know how to, if you didn't know how to drive a car, it's gonna be really hard for you to, anyway, just learn the things, just visualize how to do it. See exactly how, in detail. See how. I can picture myself walking down these stairs, all 6 levels, walking past the guy at the front who collects the money, and making the left, left, walk a little bit further down, there's the party store on the left, and you'll walk in the door. What do I want to buy? I don't know. How about some, crayons for my, deceased parents, brothers, addicted aunts, content creator, book writer. It's space time. We're in the future, motherfucker, and I buy that because I know that I have enough money for it. And I can visualize the whole thing. It's tough at the end because I don't have any money because they want change. We all need change, my friend. It's the only thing that the universe really, truly wants from me is for me to be able to change it. It's like, dude, wake up. You're in a dream and you can make those whatever you want. But it's a test. Like, they're asking me, like, are you Are you who you are you that guy? JP, are you that guy? If you are, then you should be able to change this and change your dream. Make it different. I woke up one day and everything I had ever believed in growing up was true. It became true suddenly. And I was like, wow, did I do that just by believing in it? And it, I wonder, it's like I should have believed different things because they all came true and some of them weren't so wise, And so now that I have this knowledge, it's hard to believe things. When I was a kid, it was easier, but now it's hard to believe. I can't believe that I'm upside down, on a gold-plated ceiling right now. I can't believe it. I can associate it with the beautiful sunset. That's kind of the same color as gold, and if I flip my head around, it's upside down, but I don't believe I'm upside down on a gold-plated ceiling. I don't believe my eyes are purple. Maybe there's a filter for that, but I do believe that that reincarnation is real and eternity is what we have. And it's not later, it's right now. It's a long time. In fact, we'll never get out. And that's okay, because this shit was made for you guys. It was made for you. It was a gift for you. Or me, both. Remember my face if you want more from me later. I have a lot of it. But if you don't remember my face, then you're not going to hear what I really have to say. And I do have something to say. I'm going to make another video and I'll say it.